x के रेस्पेक्ट में डिफरेंशिएट करना है। सो यू कैन राइट हियर सॉल्यूशन, और सॉल्यूशन में लिखेंगे लेट y इक्वल टू, करेक्ट, y इक्वल टू गिवन फंक्शन जो भी है। अब यहाँ सम ऑफ टू फंक्शन है, सो वी कैन से डिफरेंशिएटिंग with respect to x means operating d by dx on both sides, d by dx of this can be written as root as a power 1 by 2। रूट का मतलब क्या है, इस फंक्शन की पावर 1 by 2, और ये जो नीचे रूट है रूट हो जाएगा तो पावर माइनस 1 by
2।
So this can be written as d by dx of 2x square plus 4 whole power minus 1 by 2. Right? Now we can use x power n formula. Clear? Derivative of x power n is
nx to the power of n minus 1.
n x power n minus 1. So this can be written as dy by dx equal to, here x means this whole we can consider as a x, 3x plus 2, right? And n means here 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 x means 3x plus 2. Its power n by n minus 1. Now we take again the derivative, what we suppose x. So we have to find the derivative of 3x plus 2. So d by dx of 3x plus 2. Here again we use formula x power n. So n is here minus 1 by 2. 2x square plus 4, its power n minus 1. N means here minus 1 by 2, right? Then again we take the derivative what we suppose x. That is 2x square plus 4. Now we simplify this. So 1 by 2, 3x plus 2 whole power take LCM, 1 minus 2, that is minus 1. So 3x plus 2 whole power minus 1 by 2. Then derivative of this will be 3x, that is 3 into 1 plus derivative of 2 is 0 because it is a constant. Then minus 1 by 2, 2x square plus 4 whole power. Now take LCM and simplify. Minus 1 by 2 minus 2 minus 3 by 2. And derivative of 2x square का derivative क्या होगा, 2x, तो 2 into 2 4x, right? Now you can simplify this power. If you take in denominator form, it will be positive, and 3 into 1 3, so 3 upon 2 root of 3x plus 2, right? Then minus, now 2 cancel with this 2, इस 2 को इस 2 से आप कैंसिल कर सकते हो, so 2 divided for 2 times, so we get 2x, so minus 2x. Now this we can take in denominator, इसको आप नीचे लोगे डिनोमिनेटर में तो पावर प्लस में हो जाएगी, so what we get, 2x square plus 4 whole power 3. So this is the derivative of the given function. So write down e power sec square x plus 3 cos inverse x e power sec square x plus 3 cos inverse x. So this is also we solve with this So you can write that y equal to e power sec square x plus 3 cos square x. ये पहले वाला एग्जाम्पल बेटा लिख लिया. Now differentiating with respect to x. So if you are differentiating with respect to x, so we operate d by dx on both sides. So d by dx equal to d by dx e power sec square x plus 3 into d by dx of cos square x. Correct? The cos inverse है सर, square नहीं. This is cos inverse x. Right? E power sec square x plus 3 cos inverse x. Now we know that this e power sec square. So sec square x first we consider as a x. So derivative of e power x. E power x का डेरिवेटिव क्या होगा? E power x, that is e power sec square x. Now we are supposing sec square is x. So we take again derivative of sec x. जो आप सपोज कर रहे हैं उसका डेरिवेटिव आप ले लीजिए. So d by dx of sec square x plus 3. Now derivative of cos inverse x is डायरेक्ट फॉर्मूला बताया था. डेरिवेटिव ऑफ cos इनवर्स x is minus 1 upon
under root 1 minus x square.
गुड. ये प्रैक्टिस करो यार, रखो याद तो रखने पड़ेगा, कौन रखेगा. तो minus 1 upon root of 1 minus x square. So this will be e power sec square x and derivative of sec square x. तो पहले sec x को हम x ले लेंगे. तो derivative of x square is 2x x square. x का वैल्यू वाला फॉर्मूला लगाओगे तो क्या आएगा? 2x. x की जगह हमने क्या माना? sec x. Then again you have to find the derivative of sec x. What do you suppose as? We are using chain rule. Minus 3 upon 1 minus x square. So this will be 2 sec x e power sec square x. Now we know the derivative of sec x. Sec x का डेरिवेटिव क्या होगा? sec x tan x minus 3 upon root of 1 minus x square. Correct? Now you can write one more step, that is sec x into sec x, you can multiply. So sec square x. So finally what we get? 2 sec square x into tan x e power sec square x minus 3 upon 1 minus x square. Correct? Log x base is 7. Clear? So here we can say that y equal to log x for the base 7. Now in earlier we know that derivative of log x, d by dx of log x कितना होता है?
1 by x.
1 by x. But here base एक बार, यहाँ पर base क्या है? Now here you can say we want to find the derivative where base is 7. तो ये base 7 से डायरेक्ट log नहीं निकाल, so we have to change the base. अब इस base को क्या करना पड़ेगा? चेंज करना पड़ेगा, because if we have base e then only we can find the derivative, that is 1 by x. So again we give one formula for changing the base. Base change करने का हमने एक formula दिया था, log of p for the base a is equal to log of p for the base b upon log of a for the base b. अब नया बेस चाहिए आपको, हमको क्या बेस चाहिए, e, इसका बेस e चाहिए और हटाना कौन सा है, 7। तो यहाँ पर जैसे ही बेस नया क्या है e, तो b की जगह हम लोगों को क्या मिल जाएगा, e, राइट। और बाकी ये दे देगा log of log x, p की जगह क्या आ गया, x। तो इसका फॉर्मूला ये लगाएंगे तो ये किस पे कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा, y इक्वल टू log x अपॉन log of 7। अब मैंने वापस यहाँ e नहीं लिखा है, यहाँ पर क्या है, e। If we are not writing the base for any logarithmic function, so it is understandable log base is e। यहाँ पर दोनों जगह क्या आ गया, e। So this formula like b here we are using, ठीक है। तो यहाँ बेस होता है वो नीचे आ जाता है, जैसे log p for a तो यहाँ log a आ गया, बेस b, राइट। तो ये फॉर्मूला आपको याद करना, इफ वी आर गिवन डिफरेंट बेस देन e, तो आपको ये, नाउ वी कैन डिफरेंशिएट दिस। अब इसका डेरिवेटिव होगा, सो डिफरेंशिएटिंग विद रिस्पेक्ट टू x d by dx of y, so d by dx of log x upon log 7। now this log 7 is a constant, ये पूरा ही कांस्टेंट है क्योंकि इसके साथ वेरिएबल नहीं है x, so we can take direct outside the derivative। so 1 by log 7 d by dx of log x, so now derivative of log x, अब इस पूरे log x को x मान लेते हैं, so derivative of log x is 1 upon x, 1 upon x, x means here 1 by log x, इसको हमने x मान दिया, तो derivative of log x is 1 upon x, x means what, log x, and again derivative of what we suppose x, हमने x किसको माना है, log x, तो उसका वापस डेरिवेटिव ले लेंगे, राइट। so finally what we get, log x log 7 into derivative of log x का क्या होता है, 1 upon x, तो फाइनली 1 upon x log x log 7, clear। so this is the solution of this, इसको लिख लीजिए बेटा। associate with the production of x unit of an item is given by, we are given x unit of item, according to that we have given a cost function, yeah। so the total cost cx in rupees is given by cx equal to 0.05 x cube minus 0.02 x square plus 30x plus 5,000. So this is the cost function is given where x is item produced. Clear? Now question what says find the marginal cost. So you have to find the marginal cost, and again here definition of marginal cost is given. What? Where marginal cost means the instantaneous rate of change of total cost at any level of output. So this is the rate of change of total cost at any time t. We can say marginal cost equal to d by dx of cx upon dt. Yes? That is the derivative of the given function with respect to x. This is the with respect to the output. यहाँ output दे रखा है. Output means x unit here. So we have to find the derivative of given function in cx with respect to x. This is clear. What is the meaning of the marginal cost? That says the rate of change of the total cost at any level with respect to output of x unit. It means you have to find the derivative of the given function with respect to x. तो ये कॉमर्स फील्ड वालों के लिए काम का है, आगे बहुत काम आते हैं इसमें. तो you can use the derivative in commerce field for that. This is. So now we have to differentiate this. Differentiate with respect to x because it is given the marginal cost will be with respect to output. So we write here left side operating d by dx. On both sides we are operating d by dx. 0.005 x cube minus 0 to x square plus 30x plus 5,000. So we know how to find the derivative of a polynomial function. Finding the polynomial function, we take the derivative of each term. Here this is a constant coefficient of x cube. 0.05 d by dx of x cube minus this is constant. Then d by dx of x square plus 30 into d by dx of x plus d by dx of 5. Correct? So see, as usual, derivative of polynomial by using formula x power n. So x power 3 का derivative x के respect है 3x square. 0.02 derivative of x square with respect to x is 2x plus 30 into derivative of x and derivative constant is 0. Right? So now you can multiply this. इसको multiply कर लीजिए. But we have to find. Question mark says you have to find when 3 units are produced. Question says you have to find this marginal cost when 3 units means x equal to 3. So you put here x equal to 3. So this will be 0.005 into 3 into 3 power 2. X equal to 3 we substitute here minus 0.02 into 2 into 30. So you can simplify this. 3 square that is 9, 9 into 3, 27. Then 27 you have to multiply with the 0.005 that is gives you 0.135. 0.135 to multiply करना पड़ता 3 power 2 9 9 into 3 27, 27 को 5 से करेंगे 137, 3 के बाद डेसिमल माइनस similarly 3 into 2 6, 6 multiplied by 2 12 and decimal will be after 2 places 0.12. Now add and subtract, so final answer will be 30.01. So this is very easy problem. You have to only differentiate with respect to x. आपको कुछ नहीं करना है, कॉस्ट प्राइस दे रखा है फंक्शन में, इसका डेरिवेटिव करना है विद रिस्पेक्ट टू x. x के अंदर ही दे रखा है, तो ओनली वी हैव टू यूज फॉर्मूला फॉर पॉलीनोमियल and after differentiating you put x equal to 3, so you get the marginal cost, then the 3 units are produced. कोई भी आइटम की 3 यूनिट, तो इसको लिख दीजिए एज रिक्वायर्ड मार्जिनल कॉस्ट इन रुपीज 30.015 or you can say 30.0. Derivative, the total revenue in rupees issued from the sale of X units of product is given by, we are given the revenue, what we get, Rx equal to 3x square plus 36x plus 5. Revenue function is given. Find the marginal revenue. So again, marginal revenue like a marginal cost. You have to find the derivative of the given function or revenue function with respect to x. Clear? When x equal to 5, where the marginal revenue, again definition of given in detail you have to see in commerce field. Marginal revenue, we mean that the rate of change of total revenue with respect to the number of items sold at any institute. तो ये आपको मार्जिनल आपको रेवेन्यू दे रखा है, तो रेवेन्यू दे रखा है टोटल रेवेन्यू, यानी कोई भी आइटम हम एक्स आइटम को बेचते हैं तो कितना पैसा मिलता है, दैट इज द टोटल revenue is given and you have to find the marginal revenue. So marginal revenue, again you can write rate of sale of revenue with respect to item sold. Correct? So we can find this. So differentiating this with respect to x का डेरिवेटिव करेंगे, तो d by dx of rx operating on both sides as in previous case. Again using the algebra of derivative, d by dx of x square 36 d by dx of x plus d by dx of y. This can be written 3 into x square derivative 2x plus 36 derivative of x is 1 and derivative of 5, this constant is 0. Clear? So this is 6x plus 36. Now question says you have to find the marginal revenue when 5 units are sold, x equal to 5. So this is d, therefore d rx at x equal to 5. Put x equal to 5. 30 plus 36 That is 63. You can write as the required marginal revenue is 66. So write down this. इसको लिख लीजिए. Then you have exercise. So increasing and decreasing function. So we have first of all see what is the meaning of the increasing and decreasing function. Then we have to see how can we identify either the function is increasing or decreasing with the help of derivative, or we can find the interval at which the given function is increasing or decreasing with the help of derivative. तो यहाँ derivative का एक्सप्रेशन आपको यूज करना है. So we have to see suppose function fx equal to x square. In general आपको मीनिंग समझना है फंक्शन क्या है. पहले टेक एग्जांपल fx equal to x square. Now if you form the table of this, putting the value of x and corresponding value of y, x, clear? So if you are taking negative numbers like x equal to -2, so -2 square is 4. Similarly, you take x minus 3/2, then x square is 9/4. 3/2 is greater than this number. Then -1, 1 square is 1, minus 1/2, 1/4, and 0 is 0. Now similarly you can one more make table and you are taking the positive number. अब अगर आप positive number लेते हैं, if you take x equal to 0, then 0 square is 0. Similarly 1/2, if you take 1/2, then x square. 1/4, 1. 3/2, 9/4, and 2, 4. So here you have to see the difference in the values of x and y. जैसे यहाँ पर आप देखोगे -2 लिया x का, we get y -3/2, 9/4, -1, 1, -1/2, 1/4, 0. So the value of y is decreasing. Value y की क्या हो रही है? Decrease हो रही है. And value of x is increase. Right? Similarly, here is 0, 1/2, 1/4, 1, 3/2, 2/4. So we can say the value of x is increasing and value of y is also increasing. So if you want to draw the graph, अगर आप इसका ग्राफ ड्रॉ करोगे, so 0, 1, and here also -1 and -2. So x equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, y, -1, -2, -3, minus. Clear? Now if you point load x equal to -2, then y is 4. X equal to -2, y is 4. X equal to -3/2 means -1.5. Suppose here then y 9 by 2 is 2.5. Suppose this is 2.5 here. When this is, we get this one. Immediately x is minus 1, y is 1. X is minus 1, y is 1. Then x minus 1 by 2 is 1 by 2, minus 2, 1 by 2, x 0. So this will be graph like this. Clear? Similarly, on the second hand, you can draw the graph x equal to 0, y is 0, x 1 by 2. ये हमने 0 का पहले करना है x 1 by 2, ये 1 by 2 है सपोज, and y is 1 by 2. x is 1, y is 1. x 3 by 2, y यहाँ मान लो 3 by 2 है, y 2.5, and x 2, y is so this is. So we get this graph. So you can say x have only see number line left to right. Number is increasing. छोटी क्लास में आपने पढ़ा होगा. When we move from left to right, the number is increasing or value of x is increasing. Clear? So when we move from left to right, what we see? Here, up to this, the value of y is decreasing. For this level, first, when we move left to right, so height of graph decreasing. For first level, when we are moving from left to right, this value of x is increasing, then the value of y is decreasing. तो यहाँ पर x हमारा क्या हो रहा है? x is increasing and y is decreasing. As x is increasing, y is decreasing. Similarly, in second C, x is increasing, y is increasing. Both are increasing. X is increasing and y is. So, graph also you can say as we are moving from left to right, from 0. 0 से लेके आगे बढ़ते हैं, the value of y or height of the graph is increasing. When we move left to right, height of graph is increasing. So see the difference between these two. What is the difference between these two? In first table, or you can say in second quadrant, when the value of x is increasing, corresponding value of y is decreasing. In second part of the graph or in first quadrant, when the value of x is increasing, the corresponding value of y is also increasing. This is clear? बेटा समझ में आ रहा है नहीं आ रहा?
Yes, sir.
So first we consider the graph to the right of the origin C. As we move from left to right along the graph, the height of the graph continues increasing. Origin से हम राइट साइड में जाते हैं, ठीक है ना? As we are moving from left to right, the height of the graph is increasing. जैसे जैसे हम राइट से origin के राइट साइड में शुरू करें और लेफ्ट टू राइट चलें, the value of the x is increasing, then the value of y is also increasing. Clear? For this reason, the function is said to be increasing. So this function or this interval, what's the interval? 0 to infinity, is increasing. So in general, what is the property of the help of graph? If the height of the graph is continuously goes on increasing, the function is said to be increasing function. Is it clear? Similarly, left of the horizon, we observe that as we move from left to right, the graph, height of the graph is continuous decreasing. अब origin से left side में देखिए इसमें ग्राफ का क्या पोजीशन है, ये origin से आपका left side है। As we are moving from left to right, इधर से हम आगे मान लो यहाँ से आपका ग्राफ यहाँ पर था ऊपर, जैसे जैसे आप राइट की तरफ जाओगे ग्राफ की हाइट डिक्रीज हो रही है, ग्राफ की हाइट कम हो रही है, the value of y is as x is increasing, y is decreasing. So simultaneously value of or height of the graph is decreasing. So this is known as decreasing function. तो इसको हमने नाम दे दिया है decreasing. तो दो इंटरवल हो गया, यानी left side of the horizon the graph is decreasing and right side of the horizon the graph is increasing. So this is the simple definition, or in general, with the height of graph or with the graph you can say either this is increasing or decreasing. But here also we see value से आपको कैसे पता चला if x is increasing, y if x is increasing and y is decreasing, और vice versa, ये उल्टा भी हो सकता है, one is increasing and other value is decreasing. Clear? So that type of a graph is known as decreasing. And if one is increasing, other is also increasing, or one is decreasing, other is also decreasing, then also the function is known as increasing. So we have the simple definition for increasing or decreasing on a particular interval. अब इसकी हम लोग definition लिखते हैं, तो definition first क्या कह रही है? Let I be an interval. आपको कोई interval I दे रखा, I be any interval. ये आपको कोई इंटरवल, जैसे हमारा यहाँ पर इंटरवल क्या था, माइनस इंफिनिटी को प्लस इंफिनिटी, तो हमने कहा था माइनस इंफिनिटी लेके जीरो, तो ग्राफ इज डिक्रीजिंग, क्लियर, एंड फ्रॉम जीरो टू इंफिनिटी ग्राफ इज इंक्रीजिंग. तो यू कैन सी एनी टू पार्टिकुलर पॉइंट, जैसे हमने कोई दो पॉइंट इंटरवल के लिए लिए, ये और ये दो पॉइंट x. So what is the value of y corresponding? Y की वैल्यू चेक करनी, x minus 2 से minus 3 by square. Then what is the corresponding change in y? Clear? Here x is increasing, but y is decreasing. Means this value x1 is less than x2, but y2 is less than, so greater than y1, just opposite side. That's why the function is decreasing. So in general, if you are defined this, what say definition first? Let I be an interval containing the domain of real valued function f. Then f is said to be increasing. F is said to be increasing. This function is said to be increasing if a condition important is x1 is less than x2. It implies that fx1 also less than or equal to हो सकता है और less than. For all x1 x2 belongs the interval. So this is the increasing. Here we have one more word that is strictly increasing. ये मैं अभी बताऊंगा क्या होता है. If f is strictly increasing, if x1 is less than x2, but fx1 is less than fx2. strictly increasing. Clear? Only we have sign a change. Now third f is said to be decreasing. Decreasing कब होगा? If x1 is less than x2, but x1 is less than x2. Implies fx1 is greater than equal to fx2. For all x1, x2 belong to the given. So what we see here, यहाँ पर उल्टा हो गया. If x1 is less than x2, but corresponding value of y 1 is greater than y2, then function is said to be. Okay? Now f is said to be strictly decreasing. कब कहेंगे? If x1 less than x2, then fx1 is greater than fx2. तो ये जनरल डेफिनेशन हमने लिखी है. और x1 x2 belongs to y. ये हमने जो एग्जांपल किया है इसी को हमने जनरलाइज कर लिया. अब कैसे किया देखिए. जैसे यहाँ पर आपके x की वैल्यू बढ़ रही है, x1 is increasing. Like if x1 is less than x2, यहाँ x1 की वैल्यू x2 से कम है. कोई भी ले लीजिए, जैसे मान लो -1/2 x1 हमारा है और ये x2 है. तो इससे less than this, then what is the corresponding value of y? y की उल्टी हो रही है. fx1 is greater than fx2. That's why this function is decreasing. इसीलिए decreasing. Then increasing, x1 is less than x2, but fx1 also less than equal to fx2. 0 less than 1/2, here also 0 less than 1/2, or 1/2 is less than 1, then 1/4 also. यानी दोनों का रिलेशन वही है, साइन वही आ रहा है, less than. So function is said to be increasing. So these are the main two definitions. What is the increasing and decreasing? If one is value of one is increasing, which x is increasing, then what is the y? Y is also increasing, function is increasing. If one is decreasing and other is increasing, then the function is decreasing. Okay? Now one more thing, here strictly word हम दोनों में डाल रहे हैं. Strictly increasing क्या होता है? जैसे हमने कोई फंक्शन इस तरह से दिया, like this, and कुछ पॉइंट पे वैल्यू इक्वल आ रही है, जैसे x इक्वल टू 2 पे और x इक्वल टू 4 तक वैल्यू ऑफ y रिमेन्स कांस्टेंट. तो such type of function is known as increasing function. इसका हम नाम सिंपल क्या देंगे? Increasing. Overall, you can see it is increasing. Clear? But when you get a function like this, continuous this, that is known as strictly increasing. कोई भी ऐसी पॉइंट x का नहीं होना चाहिए, there will be set value for y. x की अगर दो या दो से ज्यादा पॉइंट है जिन पे y is equal, तो that is simply known as increasing. And there is no point at which y is equal for different value of x. So such type of a function is known as strictly increasing. इसी तरह ये आपका डिक्रीजिंग कौन सा है? स्ट्रिक्टली डिक्रीजिंग. There is no value of y or different value of x gives same value. तो ये जैसे मान लो आपका इस तरह से आ गया, like this. So this is a decreasing, simply decreasing. करेक्ट? तो बेटा ये लिख लिया टेबल. So write down the table. इसमें आपको कंफ्यूज नहीं होना है, सिंपल सी बात है. ये क्या कह रहा है, f is said to be increasing. अब इंक्रीजिंग में का साइन क्या था, लेस देन इक्वल टू साइन, और जैसे स्ट्रिक्टली इंक्रीजिंग करेंगे तो ये इक्वल टू वाला साइन आता है, क्योंकि इसके अंदर कोई भी वाई इक्वल नहीं, यहाँ पर इक्वल। इसी तरह डिक्रीजिंग, f is said to be decreasing, तो वहां पर इक्वल टू और ग्रेटर देन। अब यहाँ डिक्रीजिंग जब भी लिखोगे तो ये साइन उल्टी हो जाएंगे। अब कुछ टेक्स्ट बुक्स में आपको ये साइन यहाँ ग्रेटर देन दिखेगा, तो यहाँ लेस देन आता है, वो भी सही है डेफिनेशन, राइट। x1 ग्रेटर देन x2, fx1 लेस देन इक्वल टू आ जाएगा, राइट। नाउ f is said to be strictly, अब strictly में बस ये साइन हट जाएगा इक्वल टू, दोनों strictly में हम लोग साइन हटा देंगे इमेज, ठीक है। अब इसमें कुछ फंक्शंस आल्सो यू फाइंड लाइक दिस, अब जैसे कुछ फंक्शन इस तरह से आ रहे हैं, सो दिस इज, और बेटा